Hello, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to Friday, welcome to a new episode of the FIFA 22 Ultimate Team Road to Glory Finger Points to the Sky for episode number 67. So it is Friday, you've basically made it to the weekend. Just got to get through the rest of today and you're there. So that's pretty good. Should be feeling happy, should be feeling generous. And if you are, do me a huge favour, smash the thumbs up button. Not 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 or even 4,000 likes. We're looking for 5k likes on the episode. Thank you for your awesome support. Also subscribe if you're new. Today then, of course, well, yesterday for you guys would have been Rivals rewards, but that's what I'm doing in today's video for you. So we are Division 3 rank 1, I think we got up to. Of course, we did get our 7 wins, so we do get the reward upgrade, which I can go ahead and find in just a second. But yeah, the current squad is unlikely to change that much for the weekend, just because it's kind of set out pretty well. I bought like a preview pack the other day because it had a shadow in it. Or what was it? Was it a shadow? I think it was a shadow. So we sold that one on. So yeah, Div 3 rank 1 rewards. Rare Players Pack, Prime Electrum. It's alright. 2 Rare Players Packs untradeable and 22,000 coins. I think you know that I'm going to be taking that one. That's pretty much the one we go for every week. I did think I'd have a quick look through them just to see. But I don't know. My luck in 50k packs, I don't find to be that great. So if I was to take one tradable, one untradeable, the difference in coins was about, I don't know, 15,000 or something. And if that's the case, I've got to make over 15k extra from a 50k pack. And I just can't see myself actually doing that right now. Which is a bit sad. So, 50k pack number 1 is just boards. Uruguayan centre-back. And it is Coates. I need to pull my desk down a little bit. There we go. Shouldn't have to, like, try and sit up so much now. We're in a little bit more of a comfortable position. Yeah, we unfortunately get Coates. Not the ideal 50k pack to start our rewards off, is it? But, hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is. We go with whatever we go with. I then stick just some... I had a couple of duplicate untradables. I think that Bale and Coates were both dupes. So I stuck them both into just like a passing upgrade pack. See if we could get anything from the Adidas packs. And, well, we get a board, but that is about it. We end up getting Kovacic, which is okay. You know, we'll take it. We swap one untradeable 83 for another one that isn't a duplicate, should I say. And then the final 50k pack, we get walkout Portugal centre-back from Man City. If it was only just another Portugueser from a different Manchester club up front, we could have maybe got Ronaldo. But the big dub of the pack is that we get ourselves, finally, a first owner, Ousmane Dembele. I know I sold him recently because his price just kept dropping and dropping and dropping, and I needed the coins. But to have an untradeable one in the club is a little bit of a dub. He can go back on the subs bench as a super sub. And, of course, I will now use him as, like, first owner objectives for France, for La Liga. Good stuff. I'll keep him for the rest of the year, I'm guessing, just because he's always a very viable option on this game, no matter what stage of the game you're at. Ousmane Dembele, man, he can just do it. He can do everything. He really can. And I definitely have been missing him in my club since I sold him, you know. So with those rewards, I was able to muster up 3 dribbling packs. That's all. I definitely miss Thursdays. I missed last year's Thursdays when you get all your rewards at once. Like, I am a big fan of getting my champs rewards as soon as possible. So you get that instant gratification once you finish the weekend league. And that's almost why I think a lot of us out there and are rushing through all of our games on a Friday. Plus, it gives you the weekend as well, which is kind of nice. So that's pretty much been my plan of action on Friday. So that's what I'll be doing. Whilst you're watching this, I'll probably be sweating out the weekend league, trying to get my 8 wins as soon as possible, and as quick and easy as possible as well. Or 8 or 12 wins, depending on how good of a streak we're going on. But as you can tell of late, I tend to bottle it towards the end. We've had 1 week so far where we've got 12. People are saying that Champs is the least competitive game mode it's ever been, which I sort of agree with, I guess, but I certainly don't find it a super easy thing. Like, it's all players that have got enough Rivals points, qualify through the qualifiers and then are in it. So I just think that, you know, there's less pressure because the rage quits mean less and stuff. But yeah, it's a nicer place to be knowing that you're going to get your rewards straight away afterwards. But I definitely do miss. I think there's a hype build up, especially come team of the season time and stuff. You know, there's definitely that hype build up for when you finish weekend league during team of the season, and then you're waiting for Thursday for rewards day for like Prem Tots and stuff. That we're just going to get sporadically now. Like, it's just going to be like, someone's going to go 0 and 20 so they can get their red Prem picks out of the way, like, nice and quickly. When it comes to team of the season, you can guarantee it. The streamers out there, they're going to be like opening red picks all day from Friday all the way through to Sunday, which I guess is pretty good content. But anyway, into Rivals I go. It's a new week of Rivals. I need to obviously try and continue to familiarize myself with this team, and more importantly, get a few wins under my belt, because although I need to save some Rivals wins for next week once I finish the weekend league and to get those extra points to then go into the qualifiers, it would be very nice to get at least a couple of them out of the way so that it doesn't feel like an utter chore early next week. So it's 2-2 in this first game in the first half an hour, and what I realized was I couldn't defend. I was very rusty. I think it'd been a day and a half or something since I'd properly played a game of FIFA. So, yeah, I think you sort of forget how to defend. I'm not particularly great at the whole defending thing anyway. And I would say it was a combination of me being bad and actually this guy being a pretty good attacker. He was nice and skillful, good with his dribbling, and clinical with his shooting. So, yeah, like GG's to him more than anything, I guess. And I'm 5-2 down at half time. But I'm not on a hot streak. And I'm at a checkpoint, so it didn't really matter. This was kind of like what I would class as the warm-up game for the day, so I didn't want to quit. We're at a point where the less times I can quit, the better, just simply because it will get those games under my belt for the season milestones. In order to get those 90 games played or whatever, it's gonna, you know, you have to stay in your games quite a lot. You can't just quit every time you're losing. So it's a bit different once you've got the 90 wins, but yeah, I thought stick that one out. And we did get a nice goal with Messi towards the end, but we lose 6-3. And GG's to my opponent because he was a solid player, very good on the attack. Like, I was getting walked through with Informed Depay, which is not the greatest card in the world. So I figured it was time to replace Areola. And we put ourselves Hugo Lloris in goal. The options, there were like 4 options. It would be like someone French like Lloris, someone from Bayern, which would have been Neuer. He was a little bit out of my price range just because we haven't quite got near the 50k that he costs. He's only gone up, of course, because the rest of the market did for like the icon pack and whatnot, and they've kind of stayed there. They've dropped a bit, but they've kind of stayed fairly high priced. Or then like Keylor Navas and Donnarumma, and I figured I've tried them before, so why not just stick Lloris in, give him a go, and see how he does. Because my first opponent of the episode actually had Lloris, and I thought he made a couple of good saves, so hopefully mine can do the same. I mean, it's been 30 minutes on his debut. He's let in 2 goals, which is not ideal. This guy was pretty good in the attack as well. He had a very nice team. Player of the month Salah, I think he had Red Vinicius Jr., and there was the informed Bobby Firmino, which is tough old player to come against, you know. I didn't really realise that he was quite so good, but I struggle against him for sure. And then Alphonso Davies just like Berber spinning inside and hitting a weak foot shot into the roof of the net. Things you absolutely love to see from the natural defender, but you know, the rule breaker version is he's absolutely my wide cam. I love him. So I'm 3-2 down at half time. This game is looking like it's going the wrong way, and that's just a beautiful goal from Mane. I can't complain about that. I don't expect the goalkeeper to save that. It's just a lovely shot, perfect amount of power, and it dipped under the bar. Most of mine from that distance will go over, but he's obviously just got the perfect amount of power onto that one, and it was absolutely beautiful. But then, yeah, we end up scoring a bicey with... I've come to know him as Phil the Power Foden. Not, I mean, just because of Phil the Power Taylor, the darts player. But yeah, I've decided that I'm going to be calling him Phil the Power Foden. So you can expect that little nickname in the next few episodes. Cringy, I know, but that's what I've been calling him. And I really love Foden. He's so good. His shooting is unreal. Like, it's on par with Messi, I think. And that's quite a big statement, you know. Messi is a ridiculous shooter with his left foot. And Phil Foden, this particular card is Yeah, quite something. He's absolutely quite something. So I lose 5-4. Unfortunate, but, you know, the first 2 games I have at least scored 7 goals. Unfortunately for me, I've just let in like 11 or something. Yeah, I could have done better at that. But we're still at a checkpoint, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Into the next game then. Can I maybe win a game of FIFA this week? That would be absolutely class. This guy's got Ronaldo, so I've got to be careful of that. But Nkunku knocks it out wide to Alfonso. Nkunku, by the way, obviously got the player of the month for the Bundesliga. And he looks like a good card. I think, like, overall, he probably is better and more well-rounded than the Nkunku that I've got. But he's a little bit more expensive than the one I've got. And, of course, I already have the rule breaker. And I've had it for a month or nearly a month or whatever. So, yeah, I definitely don't regret doing that SBC. And if anything, I prefer the card design for the rule breaker. And I absolutely love him still. He's incredible. So I can imagine any of you out there that are needing like a French midfielder or a Bundesliga midfielder, I could probably recommend that player of the month, Nkunku, because he... yeah, for any of you that maybe missed out on the rule breaker or something, he's insane. He's very, very good. Fits this game nicely, and he will do wonders for your team. So I would say good SBC if you haven't already got the rule breaker or a different version of him. Because he's already got so many cards on this game. Come team of the season, if he continues the way he is, it's going to be like a 99 or something. It's going to be awesome. So I was actually in the background there whilst I was waffling away. I scored a few goals and we were 3-1 up or 3-0 up. I'm not sure. But he got back into the game before half-time. Just, once again, some sloppiness from me in the defence. And it's good that you play these games on a Thursday as well, because you can get some of the rustiness off in Div Rivals before you then go into the weekend league, where obviously the rewards are better. So I'd rather be rusty today than tomorrow. And, you know, maybe sneak a few lucky wins in champs rather than in rivals, because that could just increase my... it will either increase the time that it... or increase the proficiency of me getting through the weekend league really quickly if I win more games quickly, or it will help me get to the next level, which is the 12 wins. So I went from 3-all to 6-3 up within 20 minutes of the second half, and he decided that he was going to rage quit. So hey, I've won a game of rivals this week. Good stuff. Messi with 3 goals, 2 assists in that game, and Foden with a couple goals as well. Those two up front. It's not like a natural strike force, I don't think at all, but I found that the driven pass method into players that know how to dribble, I've been loving getting inside the box like that and just trying to weave in and out. That's been my way of scoring. And, of course, the crazy finesse shots from outside the box and whatnot. So, yeah, that seems to be working brilliantly for me for now. But I do kind of miss Benzema a little bit as well. It has to be said. He's been a loyal servant to the club. And what a card he is. So, but I never bring him on the super subs, you know. I always bring someone with more pace on. I bring, like, Tessatito on, you know, because I've always pronounced his name correctly. So I love to bring him on. I went 1-0 down in this one, and I pushed so hard at the end of the game to try and get back into it. I'm on like full all-out attack mode, and that man, Jesus Corona, is the guy to score the goal, to get me the draw. This guy did not deserve the win, was super boring with the passing and hardly had any shots on goal and stuff. But I somewhat managed to kind of make it all right. You know, at the end of the day, we don't go down back to the checkpoint. We stay at +1 win. And hopefully here, we can maybe get a win against this guy. He's got Messi and Mbappe, though, so it's going to be a tough one. But right out the gate, you know, 6-7 minutes on the clock, I'm pushing forward. 3 against 2 or 3 against 3. And it gets cleared, but it drops to Mahrez. And oof, he has a lovely left foot. He's not got as good a left foot as Messi and Foden, I'll tell you that for nothing. But I can rely on some finesse shots from the Algerian. He is also extremely tricky, so I love using him. Not absolutely rapid, dribbling not like absolutely insane, but really, really good at kind of everything. But yeah, he's kind of like, what is the saying? Something like, I can't remember. There's something like, you're good at everything. Or master of one thing. I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe someone can let me know. I'm having a complete brain fart right now. Anyway, I went 3-0 up. he got it back to 3-1, last kick of the half, which, you know, it always happens, that's fine. And in the second half, we knock a nice ball through from Messi to Foden. Kimpembe's catching me, but I can just keep my composure. That's a lovely finish from the Phil the Power Foden. And at 4-1, he decides to quit. Master of none. There's something like... the saying is something, master of none. I can't remember it, and that's annoying me so much. Anyway, yeah, we push up to our second victory of the week. That's where we're going to leave it, actually. Just simply because, you know, we've already hit 15, 16 minutes on the video, and I'd played a few games of Rivals. They hadn't all gone my way, so it was time to take a little bit of a break. Lloris, okay, nothing super special in my opinion. Still been letting goals in, of course, but that's more on my defending than anything else. The goalies in general are just bad at this point in the game. So, yeah, they've been nerfed down to the ground, haven't they? They were so good to begin with, and then now they're just god-awful. But, yeah, the rest of the team is so good. It actually really is nice. Bringing Littmanen off at the start, maybe that gives me a little bit of an advantage. People see that I got Littmanen, and they might feel a bit bad for me knowing that I got him out of the baby icon pack. And then I have the competitive advantage because they're feeling sorry for me. Maybe they want me to win. I don't know. Anyway, guys, hit the thumbs up button if you have enjoyed today's episode. 5,000 likes, that's your target. I'd love to see it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I thank you for that. And, of course, you can find my Twitter and Instagram down below. Why not come and follow me over there? Other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll start our weekend league journey. There's probably marquee matchups and stuff like that for me to get done as well. But I'll catch you tomorrow at midday because it'll be Saturday. And yeah, have a good one, guys. Take it easy. Peace.